Good morning, mighty Mustangs and mighty families. Please stand for the Jammin' Minute. Our first exercise is going to be a front lunge. You're going to step forward, squat down, and then step back and do it with the opposite leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice job. Our next exercise is going to be toe touches. Reach your toe to your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You may be seated. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, and it is waffle day. So head over to your freezer, grab some Eggos, and tell your brothers and sisters, Lego my Eggo. Yesterday's answer was a fork. Today's riddle is, I have a spine but no bones. What am I? What do you call a funny mountain? Hilarious. Now I'm going to turn it over to Miss King for her mindfulness corner.
Hi everyone! Today, in talking about mindfulness, I wanted to focus on our bodies. So specifically, I want to focus on our heart rate. So your heart rate is how fast your heart beats per minute. Generally, when you guys are sitting down or relaxing, you have a pretty low heart rate. And then when you start moving and being active, your heart rate goes up. But our heart rate also goes up if we're feeling frustrated or angry or scared or worried. And so I wanted to practice getting our heart rate up today, like one of those feelings might make us do, and then practice getting it back down using some breathing techniques. So in order to do this, first we have to get our heart rates up, but even before that, we have to learn how to measure our heart rate. So you're going to do this by taking 2 fingers like this, and you're going to try to find your pulse. So you can find it in your neck, right here. So I just found it, and it just feels like a light beat. Or you can find it on your wrist, like so. And so once you find it, I'm going to have you take 10 seconds and count how many times your heart beats in those 10 seconds. Okay. So you ready to count? Go. Okay. All right. So now you're going to take whatever that number was that you got, and you're going to multiply it by 6. And so whatever that comes out to be is your resting heart rate. So generally mine's usually around 65. So now what we're going to do is practice getting our heart rates up, and then we're going to take our heart rate again to see if to see how much greater our heart rate has gotten. So I don't want to make you feel scared or nervous or angry or frustrated or any of those feelings, but instead I thought we could get our heart rate up by moving our body. So for 2 to 5 minutes, I want you to take time to do something, get your body moving. Maybe you want to do some jumping jacks, or you can practice a TikTok dance, or you can go for a little walk outside since it is getting a little bit sunny out today. Whatever it is that you want to do to get your heart rate up, maybe running in place. I played the game Just Dance yesterday with my neighborhood friends, and that really got us moving. So whatever it is that you want to do, spend 2 to 5 minutes doing that. All right, ready? Go. So now that you've done that, I'm going to have you take your heart rate, and we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to count how many beats you feel in 10 seconds. Go. Okay, and again, multiply that number by 6, and this should be much greater than yours was. When I got my heart rate up there, and mine got up to 110. So now that we've got our heart rate up, we're going to practice getting it back down, and then we're going to measure our heart rate one last time. So there's a few ways you can do this, and I'm going to do some practicing with you. So the first thing I want you to do is just take 3 deep breaths. So you're going to breathe in through your mouth, and then in through your nose again, and out through your mouth. Okay, so now we're going to practice taking some calming breaths using our hands. I want you to give me 5 and 1 finger. And now you're going to take that finger and trace it around your fingers on your output hand. And then every time you go over a finger, you're going to take a deep breath in and out like this. Okay, I particularly like that strategy because I like the feeling of my finger moving up and down. And then one last thing we can do is practice our lazy 8 breathing. So this is what it looks like. And so as I trace my finger around this side, I breathe in. And as I trace my finger around this side, I breathe out. You can do that 3 to 5 times to just calm our heart down. Now hopefully by now you should start feeling a little bit more calm. And so we're going to take our heart rate one last time. Ready? Go. And stop. All right, hopefully your heart rate went back down to about where it was before. Mine went back down to about 68. So these are things that you can do, the breathing techniques, at any time, especially if you're feeling worried or angry or frustrated, and they can help get your body calm, which in turn helps get your mind calm. And that's all I have for you guys today, but I miss you guys. I hope you're well, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
And I have another surprise today. We have a read aloud with the one and only Miss Hollis.
Hi, School 25. I'm going to be doing a read aloud for you today. The book is What Do You Do with an Idea? It's written by Kobe Yamada, and it's illustrated by May Bessam. One day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. but it followed me. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, felt better and happier when it was around. It wanted food. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. It grew bigger, and we became friends. I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they might say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh. I was afraid that they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do. And it's okay to be different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. My idea grew, and so did my love for it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big, and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because, it said, it is good to have the ability to see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world. Thanks for reading with me. I hope you enjoyed the book.
Before I let you guys go today, I just need to shout out my morning announcements students. If any of you guys are out there watching and would like to participate, send me an email. I've linked it down below. You can do it through Google Classroom or whatever you guys are using to contact your teachers, and we'll try to figure out how we can get you involved. Today's going to be a little nicer of a day, so if you can, try to get outside for a little bit, get some fresh air, and make sure you read for 30 minutes each night and always be mighty. See you tomorrow.